In this part of consumer decision making, we're going to look at search. But first, our model. We've discussed need recognition, when a customer gets driven to try to solve a problem or take advantage of an opportunity. Now during search, you're going to search for information about what are the best possible solutions. So we can kind of conceive of search as a set of potential alternatives that are out there. We have the universal set, which is a set of all potential brands that the consumer may know about or may not know about. The awareness set is the brands the consumer is aware of as potential solutions. From there, the consumer fashions a consideration set. The consideration set is a set of brands that they will consider for purchase. The inert set are the brands that the consumer doesn't really consider because they do not have a very strong feeling toward those brands. And the inept set are the brands that the consumer has rejected. Where's the first place we search? We search our memory first. We call that internal search. We look for potential solutions that would fit our consideration set. If we don't find a brand that we like, or if we don't find enough brands, or we're not sure if there are better brands that we don't know about, then we will search externally, which includes any place outside our memory. So, what factors influence the source of information we select? One is the ease of obtaining the information. Information that's easy to get is more attractive. The second one is the expertise of the source. Do they really know what they're talking about? Are they objective? The third one is trustworthiness. Can we trust them? Do they have an agenda? Do they have our best interests at heart? If you combine expertise and trustworthiness, another way to say that is credibility. And then the fourth factor is the speed. How quickly can we get the information? Obviously, social media has three of these factors. Ease of obtaining information. We can just hop on our phone or our laptop or computer. Trustworthiness, because it's all generated from buyers and not from the marketer. And speed. We can quickly surf Amazon reviews, check our social networks, other websites that have that type of information. And this really points to the power of social marketing, especially in terms of search. Marketers are no longer looked at as the go-to source for information. For many products and brands, consumers go to their peers and go online into social networks and other peer-related reviews. What influences how much we search? Involvement and perceived risk. The more risky something is, the greater the involvement we have. The greater the involvement, the more likely we want to find an optimal solution. Low involvement, we don't really care, so our search is minimal at best. Another factor is product knowledge and experience in making this type of decision. As you might think, people with high product knowledge, perceived expertise, search very little. There isn't much for them to gain. People with moderate product knowledge have high levels of search. They know enough about the brand so they can learn some more to help them figure out which brand or brands are best for them. People with low product knowledge search the least. Now that seems somewhat counterintuitive because they have the most to gain from search. But the fact is, many times they feel like they don't have enough knowledge. It's too difficult. They won't understand the brands and the different options. So instead they use surrogates. They'll make a decision on whether to include a brand in the consideration set based on the brand name or perceived price-quality relationship, ratings and reviews from other people. They'll trust a salesperson. They'll go to a company's website. They'll ask a friend or a family member. They'll find some other way to search using some other source. What other factors? The situational factors. Okay? How much time is available? Do you have lots of time, or are you under a time crunch? Urgency. How soon does this have to be done? Is it a problem or a solution? Is it a problem or that needs an immediate solution, or can it wait? And finally, there's a social setting. Is this a brand for yourself, or is it a gift? Obviously, it's for somebody else. We tend to spend more time searching. And the last one is attitudes towards shopping. People who enjoy shopping, who view it as a social adventure, like to go out and gather information, tend to search more. People who view shopping as a necessary evil, as something they don't like to engage in, they search less. Now, the last question is, when do we stop searching? I mean, we can always go on the web, Google a brand, a type of product, and see if there's something new or an existing brand at a better price. We stop searching when the costs of search outweigh the search benefits. If we feel that search is unlikely to generate a new or better solution, and we have some cost to it, we're going to stop our search. And given low involvement and in general consumers' lack of desire to do a lot of search many times, it doesn't take very much search costs to derail a search. What are search costs consumers run into? Well, that's their time that they spend, the money they spend, whether that's eating and driving on gas and other related costs, their effort, mental effort, trying to figure things out, physical effort, going through the stores, checking different things out, emotional effort, and then also opportunity costs. So while you're searching for a brand, let's say, to solve a problem, you still have that problem while you search. And the longer you search, the longer you go with that problem.